Hi, ladies. Congratulations to making it to week 4. We are officially starting the drafting process of your paper. So to this point, you've hopefully brainstormed, you have come up with some sources that you can use, you've analyzed those sources, and now we're going to start putting the pieces together. So my recommendations through this video are based on the fact that I've taught this course quite a few times and what I've seen students produce that led to their success is very obvious in what occurs in this next week's collection of assignments. And also I've seen students who have demonstrated some tendencies during this week that usually lead to their downfall. So what I'm going to be providing you is my suggestions on how to move forward with your initial draft, both to me and to your peers. And I hope you take my suggestions seriously. So first of all, let's start with your draft in general. Whatever draft you create this week, you are going to be submitting 2 times. You're going to submit it to your peer review, and you're going to be submitting it to me. So you don't have to have 2 separate drafts, just one submitted twice. With that being said, I highly recommend that your draft is written in paragraph form, and it can be sloppy. It can be a collection of your comments as well as your actual writing, but I don't think it should be just simply an outline. Students who submit just a simple outline have a harder time completing the final draft because you've now lost a week of writing. So if you are a person who, like myself, likes to make an outline before writing your draft, great, do it, but also get some prose down in your computer and submit them for this week. A couple of you, which I applaud, have sent me your outlines in advance so that we can make sure that we're on the right path. And I think that's a great idea. I will be giving you really true feedback when I read your drafts, but I would really aim for as close to, and again, as messy as you need to be, full sentences, full paragraphs, and your ideas can be slipped in there as well. So that's number 1. Number 2 is, and this always happens, is that the due dates for the initial draft review workshop is the same due date that you have to submit all of your other papers. It's on Saturday, I believe. So I highly ask you, if possible, for the peer review workshop, please try to submit your paper no later than Friday. Give your peers the opportunity Saturday to look in and read a paper and give you some actual feedback, because you get graded on not only submitting your paper, but also reflecting and helping others. So if you can aim to get that submission in sooner rather than later, it would be greatly appreciated. Also with that, you have the responsibility of critiquing a classmate's work. And always I encourage everything to be respectful and thoughtful, but you have to be truthful. If I constructed a paper that was not strong or was not clear, and all of my classmates said, "Oh, good job, I loved it," and then I got a really bad grade, I'd be really upset at my peers. You want someone to say, "Hey, I didn't get this," or "I see what you're saying, but it's not really clear. Can you elaborate a little bit more?" It's better to be honest than to just glaze over it with a nice false compliment. So always, of course, be respectful, but please try to be truthful. Just for sake of time, try to find someone whose paper hasn't been edited. Give them your attention. Aim for 1, maybe 2. Again, be as thoughtful as you can. When I read your initial draft submissions, I'm going to be putting a ton of comments in there. I should be able to give some verbal feedback. I like to make some audio files as I read through the paper, so that way you can see how my brain was flowing as I was reading it. And again, if you ever want me to proofread before the formal due date, I'll gladly do that for you. So, big picture, condensed, please submit a substantial chunk of writing this week. Please try to submit as much writing as you can by Friday. And again, if you have any specific questions about any of the assignments, email me in advance, and I'll be glad to help you. All right, good luck.